You go to Africa, you make false and empty promises to the women, sleep around with the women, get them pregnant, then run out of there.
Some of the Tanzanians are starting to have a distrust for Black Americans. Now, this was told to me.
So now you call yourself a black man. You're going to do the same thing to your own black sisters. Where is your heart? These passport brothers, you have to be passport brothers, because no self-respecting, dignified, responsible, mature man would do that.
Incessant need to be right.
Hey guys, welcome back to More to Life. Before I get into this video, I ask that you like, comment, subscribe. Also, click that notification bell to ensure you get my videos as soon as I release them. All right, guys. Now today, we have a woman that's in a certain country that's trying to blame everything happening there on passport bros. Yes, doesn't make sense. Not even every guy that travels identifies as a passport bro. But same thing that happens with 90 Day Fiance. Same thing that happens when crime happens from foreigners. Pin it all on those guys. Anyway, no need to hold you. Let's get right into this.
So passport brothers, what's up? Many of you, when I made my first video on TikTok, I hit over 15 or 16,000 views. Many of you came there with all your useless, nonsensical comments. Talking about we ain't going to Africa. We're going to the DR, Dominican Republic, and we're going to China and Europe, whatever. Well, apparently that is not true. And I'm going to let you hear the video. Word on the streets. Not only are you guys going to Africa, you go to Africa, you make false and empty promises to the women, sleep around with the women, get them pregnant, then run out of there.
Not everyone.
You guys are looking for trouble. And then someone that will come and complain and say, well, the Europeans been doing the same thing.
Now, forget about the Europeans. I already know that argument, right? How do you know it's passport bros doing that?
Presumptuous.
There's so many guys coming from many other places. Also, you're trying to claim all American men that go to Africa as a passport bro? You can't do that. That's wild. It's like the same thing that happened with the guy in DR, right? When he was flat broke. They called him a passport bro. And here's what the brother had to say here. So you see with that, right? The same thing with these men. These guys that are coming and getting women pregnant and rolling up out of there probably don't even identify as a passport bro. But you know what? Let's throw it all on them.
Advantage of the African women and the Chinese and the Indians. So you as a black American, your justification for doing the same thing the European did is what? That because they did it, so it makes it okay? You see, your heart is not correct. So the European went and take the white man, as you put it, went to Africa and took advantage of the women. So now you call yourself a black man. You're going to do the same thing to your own black sisters. Where is your heart? You see? Where is your heart? Then you'll come here and make all kinds of useless comments. You're going to hear the video from the young man's mouth. This is not something that is new to you. But it's very common now. From many of them, they will run there. These passport brothers. You have to be passport brothers. Because no self-respecting, dignified, responsible, mature man would do that.
Insults, low-value women, playbook, pathology, shame, shaming tactics.
No, you won't. But passport brothers, Pookies and Ray Rays, that sounds just like it.
And the insults can be your height, your weight, your money, where you look. Insults, they are more ready to give an insult than a compliment.
But I hope you guys plan not to ever step.
Where's the guy's heart? But I want to hear a guy say, I'm a passport bro, right? 9 times out of 10, he's not even going to go in to identify as one. But you know what it is, right? Passport bros are made to be the big bad boogeyman. That's what's happening. They are. It's just sad, man. It's crazy. It's sad. And you know what? I think we'll take it. We'll take all the blame. Because at the end, you see the success is happening. And most guys going out there being irresponsible, a lot of times aren't passport bros. They're just looking for the cookie and the nookie. And to get up out there and go. That's what they're looking for. Like I've known tons of guys that came to the Philippines and just laid their seat in something and left. Are they passport bros too? No, they're not. Not every foreigner that goes to a country is a passport bro.
Facts.
Put back in Africa, because if you do, they're going to be waiting for you at the airport. Not only that, People have family members and friends here. You guys think you just go and sleep with those women, get them pregnant, promise them the world, and then run out of there.
An ugly lie!
And you think that's it. You forgot about social media. You forgot that people have family members in Africa that are also living in America. You forgot about those. Unless you give them fake names. But if they have your real name, it's easy to track you down. Because all it takes for somebody to know you have a cousin, a friend, or somebody on social media, send them an email and say this, help me find this so and so, this what he did to me. It's only a matter of time, and you know, because you guys have made so much enemies in America against the black women, they will be glad to jump on that bandwagon to help those women in Africa that you left pregnant.
Incessant need to be right will argue you into the ground. If you've ever dealt with somebody who absolutely needs to be right, the need to be right can be rooted in different things. But firstly, the need to be right is often a mask for insecurity.
To find you and have you to pay up. Listen.
Thing, right? And this is wild and it's sad, right? Where's and the guys are right. Where's all that smoke for the white men that come there and girls gawk all over them?
Nonsense. I know that.
Girls gawk all over them. I seen O'Shea talking about it plenty of times. Same thing this lady was doing. Bashing passport bros. O'Shea told her, hey, what happened with all those white guys that come there and been doing it for years? She got quiet.
Don't you agree, Mr. Feather? Word.
But you're not going to get quiet. You're going to say, oh, no, and put it on black guys coming out there and doing that, right? Like it's happening, like black guys are the majority. Actually, the majority of the guys leaving women like that are of other races. That's why they said what about them. But you want to pick on passport bros just because it's a name, right? Just pick on them.
Listen to the video for yourself.
Bring awareness, which my channel does, for those who are traveling, visiting Africa, and those who are moving to Africa. Sad to say that this is let's just say, I am being the bearer of bad news. And why is that, family? I've been getting information of some behavioral problems some of us black Americans have going into Africa and are playing these little player games against some of the local women. Especially, I'm talking about Tanzania. Now, let me say this right here. I was sent some messages and, it seems as though that from what I was told specifically, and I don't like to put words in people's mouth, but that some of the Tanzanians are starting to have a distrust for black Americans. Now, this was told to me. One was this right here, that there are a couple of men who have been going around messing with the women, and all they want to do is have an encounter. Keep it simple. To me, to each his own. Your business is your business. But what was shared was that they're breaking some of these women's hearts. Now, I've been told this here before, and I think I did a video when I was in Tanzania, that there are people coming to Africa that are bringing their habits over that, some of our brothers and sisters are not liking that behavior. Now, I hear what you're saying. Them daggone Europeans come over and do the same thing. So why aren't they making any complaints against them? Which I was saying that, hold up. Are you just making the points of brothers and sisters from America, black Americans, as they would say, and not really be on the Europeans, the Chinaman? This is an adult decision. As long as they ain't minors to me, who am I? Now, I'm not going to expose people's names because I was given names and stuff like that, send videos and all that. That's not my channel to do. I will not attack any brother or sister on my channel like some Negroes who be peeing I do know that we as a people have a lot of issues coming out of Western worlds, bad habits and things that we will take over to other countries. And I'm saying to our brothers and sisters is that we have to really think about our actions. Now, I'm going to tell you this right here. I got a couple of emails too from some other countries, specifically the Gambia. There are some black Americans who are portraying themselves to be Muslims and trying to take advantage of the virgin Muslim sisters and playing these games where they are starting to kick up some dust and some people are getting upset. Now,
somebody needs to tell these passport brothers and the Pookies and the Rere and them, they are playing with fire. That thing they're doing in Africa, they think they can do that stuff in America and run through these women, have babies, abandon them and run off and go away. And the women will just truck it up and go and get 3, 4, 5 jobs and take care of their kids. And they think that is it.
You think a man can motivate a woman to do or be XYZ?
Yes, and vice versa.
And vice versa.
Yes.
But what's missing from that calculus is, let's take it out of relationship. Basically, if you have the money and the credit rating to afford a Bentley, you're not going to go get a car you got to repair.
These guys they don't know what they're playing with danger. Now you don't want to mess with the Muslims. And pretending you go to Africa, pretend to be Muslim so the people can give you their Muslim virgin daughters. Then you sleep with her, get her, de-virgin her, get her pregnant.
I'll tell you what's happening, right? This is one of those things, right? I seen it also on O'Shea's channel as well, right? This is them pointing the finger at Black Americans, right? You'll find out in Africa, they point the finger at Black Americans and look at them as if they're not fit to be gentlemen, right? Like it's all guys. I'll tell you this, right? For the guys that's doing wrong, you'll find more guys doing right, right? It's never going to be, I'm not saying it's never, but I'm sure it's not.
If a man marries a woman and she gets older, will he keep her? Yes, because men are good people. Men are good people, and we keep each other. We keep women. We don't treat women like y'all would treat us. See, if a woman had a man and her value increased later in life and his decreased, women would get rid of the men. But see, we're good people. I know they're going to get mad at me on that one.
Most guys coming there are looking to do that. You understand what I'm saying? And for her to continue pointing the fingers and saying passport bros and pookies and ray-rays, she's trying to put us all in one category, right? She's thinking about the crime that happens in America. She's thinking about baby daddies, all the drama woman is saying. She's speaking the same language that the woman in the U.S. is speaking. Point the finger at the Black American man, because the Black American man, not the black man, right? Because African men can go anywhere in the world, and I'm not saying that they don't get racial things too, but they get more respect than a Black American man, rightfully so, right? But still, that shouldn't be how you look at all black men. And she's doing that, Black American men, and she's doing that right now. That right there has to stop. Don't jumble it all up and put it on passport bros. And African woman shouldn't see that her video and say, this is all Black American men. And you know what? You're responsible for your own body. You're responsible for what you believe. Don't want a guy to run game? Set it so he doesn't run game. Don't be so easy. You know what? Hold back. And if you get a Black American man, hold off. How about that? You're at the age of consent to where you should have your brain faculty should be strong enough to look at what's going on and say, wait a minute, something may be off here. But you know what's happening? Women are seeing American man and thinking bag right away. What about that? What's the problem in that? How about you talk to the woman and tell them to be careful? Don't just say pookies and ray-rays and passport bros. Women keep doing that. It makes everything look bad what's going on over here on this side, which is totally off, right? You got passport bros looking to be husbands. You got passport bros looking for opportunity. There's so many different levels to it. You got passport bro expats that are looking to live in these other countries. It's sad, man. But you know what, though? Me, I have to speak up. I have to speak up for the passport bros because I've been living in another country forever. I'm going to be traveling around to more countries. And I don't want people looking at me like, oh, that's a passport, bro. He's a dirtbag. No, I won't let that stand. I won't let it continuously, be tossed to the wayside and nobody says nothing about it. We have to speak up on it because this is our reputation at stake. Guys, other than that, thanks for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And we can't let things like that slide. There's definitely more to life than dealing with that.